longevity post here today, folks. So I am at a particular age where I'm very mindful of the fact that I've spent a half a century already on this planet, and my goal, which my husband laughs at all the time, is to live to be 100 and something. So anyway, a lot of the literature that I read, I would say probably for the past 5 years or so, has been based upon longevity. And it's really incredible to see what science is demonstrating in terms of not only improving our cognitive functioning as we age, and our ability to warn off any type of chronic diseases, is mostly, predominantly focused on how we eat. Eating less often, less is more, so to speak, and trying different ways to get ourselves into a position where our body's in a little bit of a state of stress from hunger cues. So I've talked before about intermittent fasting or interrupted eating or timed eating, and just fasting itself. And with Lent upon us, we know that it's been shown in research that even people from different religious institutions have found that fasting really has helped them focus and tap into their self-awareness a little bit more so when they're in these states of some food deprivation almost. So I don't know if you've ever tried to maybe eat less often, because to be honest with you, for years we were programmed three meals a day, snacking in between, getting X amount of calories, and we're learning now that that's actually not the case. So just because we're maybe getting hunger signals, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's time to eat. So being more mindful of that, and then doing your due diligence to see how your body responds to different types of eating styles is really important. So if you want to reverse the clock and increase your lifespan and feel better, go back to that 20-year-old kind of figure, so to speak, or that what we typically see is a 20-year-old figure where you're able to adapt to the changes and stresses in life, where your body's functioning at an optimal level, where your mitochondria are healthy, where your cells are healthy, where you're defining some of the issues that show up with the aging process. So who would not want to do that? So for me personally, I've found the Mediterranean diet has been pretty helpful. I eat basically 2 o'clock in the afternoon and then a dinner and maybe a snack later at night. So I'm going to about 16 hours a day without eating. And I really have found that that has helped me feel better, look better, increase my energy after the couple weeks of getting used to that type of eating style. And it just makes me feel better. And honestly, I went off of that eating pattern that I had established for 6 months, for about 2 months, and I noticed the change. I noticed the scale has gone up. I noticed my energy levels are different. I noticed that I'm actually more thirsty. I'm not sleeping as well, and I just don't feel as good. So it's not anything related to the number on the scale, but I just noticed I actually feel a little bit older. I feel more my age. So today, March 2nd, we have this challenge going on with our team. I'm going to follow the challenge and really be mindful of what I'm eating, limiting my intake of any type of meats, which I had also introduced back into my diet to like once or twice a day, and really paying attention to what foods I'm eating, making sure I'm eating proteins and fats first when I eat my meal, and then a little bit of the carbohydrates thereafter, just to help regulate my blood glucose, and then do some lab work after the fact. So Again, on my agenda, and I encourage you to do this as well, is get a full lab workout, see where your numbers are, make some changes, retest yourself, be your own experiment. Notice how you look, how you feel, and the body signals that your body is definitely sending you. So the sleepy, less energized Rhonda, feeling a little more, I don't know, lethargic. We're gonna fix her up and start to be more mindful again of how best she responds to a little bit more mindful eating and doing the fasting. It really does help me feel better, and who knows, maybe it'll help you feel the same kind of result.